A pleasant day to each and everyone. I am Julina Parangan. My topic is all about typical outcomes from the annual appraisals. All the words that will be mentioned under this subject mostly are the negative effects in both managers and employees, as well as in their organization. The first one will be misdirected employee bonuses. The organization may be losing millions of dollars and yet still paying out bonuses to its managers and employees. From the word itself, in this case, they mistakenly given the bonuses to that employees. These are related to the following outcomes that will be discussed following this situation has been illustrated many times where employees and managers have received favorable reviews and bonuses and yet the organization has not achieved its goals. Too painful, emotionally charged. Because of this, high stress levels for both managers and employees also become a factor. Because they are affected emotionally, it will result to destructive rather than constructive outcome because they are rarely any predefined measures or objectives and the employee review is not based on any considered evaluation criteria. So overall, the employee's remuneration and future are at stake and the goodwill of the manager's future resources are also at stake. So basically, this leads to high stress in the case of both individuals, and this is a poor emotional state in which to have a thorough discussion about employee performance. Related to what I discussed before, poor understanding of expectation. Because they are emotionally stressed, this will be the outcome. Where the appraisal system is poorly communicated, both the employee and the manager enter this discussion with low confidence levels. This is due to a lack of rules as to how to go about the appraisal process and a lack of understanding of the expected outcomes. Because of the poor understanding, this will be the result of the system of poorly defined and executed appraisals. So, as this process is infrequent, it is viewed by the employee as an opportunity to discuss remuneration, promotion prospects, and other issues related to the employee. This means the discussion is dominated by the employee content rather than the what manager needs to the employee to do for the next year. So, both managers and employees find it difficult to remember what actually happened during this year. Overall, this makes the appraisal more difficult and frustrates both the employees and the managers. As I discussed, appraisal is executed. As you can read, bad timing. More often than not, the annual appraisal is executed on the employee's anniversary, which does not coincide with any particular performance period. Given that most appraisal systems are not automated, there is poor reporting and therefore low visibility as to who did or did not achieve their objectives. So basically, they are saying that they gave it at the wrong time. Next is subjective manager opinion. So who do you think decides for all of this situation? As an employee, you are wholly dependent on the manager's highly subjective opinion. The CEO or other executive management does not have a clear vision as to who achieved their objectives and who did not. The outcome for the CEO is that they do not have the ability to see failure as it occurring. Instead, they see failure after the fact and radical adjustments are then required to repair the situation. It means they must have solution before the problems come. So, for the line manager is that they have additional pressure applied to them to fix a problem which has become a major issue and which could have been otherwise identified and fixed in a very timely fashion. employee performance not aligned to promotion. Given that most appraisal systems are manual and on paper, the data arising from an excellent performance typically does not find its way into the succession planning process. Employees are therefore often disillusioned to find that they have been passed over for further development or a so-called promotion when they have performed strongly for several years. Given that annual appraisals are only conducted once yearly, most line managers only seriously think and plans once a year. The result will be poor development opportunities. Because the staff often get disillusioned, they plan to leave the organization if they can see no personal development prospects, or if personal development has not occurred in practice for the last several years, despite numerous promises. This is a primary cause for employees leaving the organization. Most appraisal systems do not feature a competency assessment or an active development plan that the both employee and manager have mutually agreed to. It means they promise promotion to that employees, but they did not make it happen. Lastly, no consequence for non-participation. Employees learn that there is no consequence to not being reviewed. They lose faith in management and invariably look for somewhere else to work. As we all know, most appraisal systems are manual. Reporting is weak and therefore compliance reporting is not visible. This means that managers learn that they do not have to perform reviews and therefore they don't do it because there is no negative consequence for them. Equally, employees learn that there is no consequence to not being reviewed. They lose faith in management. As I told. So all of these under the subject of typical outcomes from annual appraisals. Thank you for listening and have a good day, everyone.